I did a video a while back, and it was on how I bring my Shure SM7B through a cloud lifter to the H6, the Zoom H6, and into Adobe Audition to record podcast. It was a very quick video. There was very little video production with it, and it was simple, and it was dirty, and it was quick, and it went through the process. I had some comments about how the video is difficult to see what's going on because I was filming my screen, and I thought maybe I would take this opportunity to re-record that video on a little bit higher production level. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to re-record the video. So let me show you what I am doing in just 1 second here. So first of all, you need to take the USB cable that comes with your Zoom H6 and actually hook that into the Mac. So what I have here is I have the Shure SM7B on a Heil microphone stand. That is running out and into the cloud lifter here. This cloud lifter actually boosts the gain level. And then that comes out to a connection which I put into the first port. In order to monitor the sound, I'm going to take my headphones here. These are Sony MDR 7506s. I'm going to plug these into the headphone jack on the side here, so I can monitor the sound. What I do is turn this on, press and hold down. This will light up. You want to scroll through the menu till you get to audio interface. Select by pressing in, and you want to go to multi-track mode, and PC and Mac because I have it plugged in. So now you're using this in the correct audio interface mode. You want to make sure you have channel 1 selected there, and that is your channel 1. It's running from the cloud lifter into here, and you can tell now as I talk into the microphone, you can see that the audio levels are adjusting on the track, and it sounds like it looks like they're going pretty high. So I probably need to dial back the setting there. Up here, dial this back a little bit until you're consistently hitting -12. Between -6 and -12 is a good setting. That way if you get loud, it goes up to -3, but you're not actually peaking at all. Now you want to make sure that you have phantom power on. Phantom power is indicated in this by this lightning bolt here. You want to make sure that is on so that you can you're getting the right power to the Shure SM7B microphone. When you put on your headphones, you should be able to hear pretty well what's going on, and it should sound good to you. So now to actually get this thing recorded by Adobe Audition is our next step. So first thing I'm going to do is open Adobe Audition. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is go to Adobe Audition, Preferences, and Audio Hardware. You'll see here in your default input, you want to change that to the H6. Say yes to this notification that comes up, and press OK. So now that you've got the H6 coming into the computer, you want to File, New, Multi-Track Session. You want to name this whatever you want. I'm going to go to my desktop and put it in my video editing folder and call it H6 interface. Say OK. So for this first track, you want to change that on your default stereo input to mono and 3. So the H6N1 is the top left capsule. So that little capsule that comes on and off. The top left is the 1 input. The right is the 2. And so the first side input, the XLR input, is 3. So you want to make sure you've got H6N3 selected as the input. You would think that this would be it. You're kind of setting it up, you're pulling it in, everything's connected, you're getting audio levels there, but you're not seeing anything happen on the computer. So you've got to actually activate this track. So up at the top there's an MSR, and you want to arm for record. So you click that R, and I've got some audio repetitive going on here. Turn that off for now. Basically that sets the audio for ARM so you can actually start to record. And I'm pulling in, so I'm actually recording, not recording, I'm pulling in the audio. So I'm going to actually press record here. And you can now see that it's starting to record the track, and it is staying within the levels of, even though I'm getting some peaking, it's not actually peaking past -3 decibels. So I'm staying within a very safe range, and I'm also staying above the 18 mark and kind of hitting mainly around 12, -12 and -9. I could adjust this however I want, and I can listen to myself and see how it sounds. So I'm going to press stop on this, and I'm going to go back and play this again. And this time I'm going to listen to it. And it is staying within the levels that we want, even though I'm getting... Cool, so that recorded pretty well. I'm going to turn this audio back off here. And one thing you might want to do is you might want to, when you're recording, actually press record on your H6 so you get a backup copy of this. It will still continue to write to your SD card while it's recording in Audition, but the recording directly into Audition actually really speeds up the process of not having to copy over files. You can monitor audio levels right there in front of you really well. If you had multiple mics coming in, you could adjust that stuff, and it just really works really well for this setup. So I hope this was helpful. I think that I might have probably changed a couple of the steps or done some tweaking to whatever it was that I said the first time, but hope this was helpful, and I hope it's a little bit clearer than the first time I recorded this.